Well, we've been tooling around in our Sebring convertible here. And there he goes, putting the top up.
Also, at that time, you'll be able to begin purchasing your tickets, as you might have just heard all the ticket booths with the exception number.
Well, it's feeding time at the zoo. The animals are eating their breakfast of pancakes and eggs, but they're all gone.
The egg for orangutan climax, so definitely want to check that out later on. Also down there, toasted rice,
He says, how am I close up?
She really likes that. She could see
Am I in a horror movie?
So she's like,
That's a great picture.
we never saw her come back. Oh, another one. Neat. That's one I saw first. Let's go.
Hello.
Whoa, bumpy. Here we go. Here we go on the aerial tramway of the San Diego Zoo. It smells giraffe-like.
It smells giraffe-like.
Maybe that's an elephant.
Alright, we're coming in
No,
for
that's a rhino type thing.
Alright, well, we'll get some
See?
pictures of it.
Or buffalo or something.
Alright, coming in for a landing.
Yeah.
What are these guys called, Eric?
Talkins.
Talkins. So what is he?
Andean condor.
Andean condor.
What's that?
He's like the largest predator in the world or something, isn't he?
The largest flying land bird. I don't get it.
How about the reindeer?
Hi.
The raptor.
Do we know what these guys are? I sure like that bright sort of reddy brown color. That's cool. Must be a piggy.
Danielle, come here.
Look at the ears on those things.
There you go, Tom.
They're the only living known relatives of the giraffe. He's holding on to him. You go back. You go back. Look, Dad. He should come over here.
Once again, it is feeding time at the zoo.
Take a picture of that. Yeah, I know. He looks like he's smiling.
I think they're playing tag.
Who's it?
I don't know. I lost track.
There's a big one over there, Cowboy. Look.
Oh, there's 3 of them. Just rolling into town.
Here he goes, Dad.
Do that again, Eric. Eric, do it again.
He's not. He probably can't hear. The glass is like super thick.
There's Dad back there, just keeping an eye on things. Probably the dominant male.
They're watching. They're watching.
There it goes.
Take a picture of him. Take a picture of him. See him running? I think that's a racket-tailed roller.
Pretty cool. Oh, there he goes. Oh, there's that yellow one.
The yellow one. How fun is that? I think that's a right down. Let me just check.
There's 2 of them.
The yellows?
Yep.
A gray-headed kingfisher?
Oh, he should turn around so we can see his blue. Oh, look.
Male great artist. Male.
And that's the female and that's this is a
Those are sound feathers.
They're probably already.
those are male.
Flamingo?
Yeah. See the big flamingo?
Careful, he's coming.
Oh, right.
You sure are.
The water comes from
Good thing, buddy.
The bus has arrived.
The animal on the right side of the bus is the Choco and Peccary.
Taco and peccary. There's those Takins again, huh?
Takins are on the right side. These are called Cheshire Takins. And they are found in China, Burma, and Tibet. In fact, they're considered national treasures by the Chinese people. They have a thick, thick coat. It helps protect them against the bamboo. Dead thickets where they're found. Rotten food. Good answer. And Nubians so beautiful in the world found in the green forest. And they're known for their complex mating and rituals, so they this summer was just amazing in this exhibit. I saw 2 birds in like a couple of weeks. And now you know what? Field researchers take pictures of the warriors, not just so the truth is out. And they're very here. We're coming up by the tallest landmass. Yeah. And we'll make a couple stops for everyone with their cameras. We'll stop right here. And here she is. Their Silver is our tallest male. He's 16 feet tall. He's a proud follower to a lot of the cats that are born here, the ones that you see here. Now we're looking at the Boston giraffe. They're found on the plains of Kenya, Tanzania. There's no more in that way. Now does anyone know why they don't get out of the exhibit? Sort of a fun question.
They don't want to.
They're afraid to jump. Yeah, that's pretty close. They're afraid of height.
Giraffes are afraid of heights.
They won't step down or step up more than 18 inches, they say. So we call him a
That'd be a good cartoon character.
Huh?
That'd be a good cartoon character, the giraffe who's afraid of heights.
Has holes in it. You can't see the holes, but the giraffe will stick their tongue in there and they pull out biscuits and carrots and all kinds of goodies. And they generally eat acacia, lots of boughs, but of course they know treats like
Maybe
carrots.
there's salt on it or something, huh?
Alright, we'll head around what's actually to your left, you guys. Bamboo. Yeah, tallest grass in the world.
Bamboo is grass?
Yeah.
Why does it have leaves?
Now you may notice the sign over here, PJE, a lot of rocks, and we're going to try to spot a few things. And in the afternoon it gets a little more difficult, as you guys probably thought. Now on the rock way in the back, can you see that animal? Oh, he's got his bone in there. They've got goldfish for you. Really big goldfish. Stingy's in the water. He weighs they're about 10 years old. They're sisters. They're born in children's zoo. And they spend a lot of time. Oh, she turned around. Good. And they spent a lot of time as the wild animal park, and then they came back to the San Diego Zoo about a year ago. Now, Joe Reggie, we have this baby, and I don't want rhino. And Mimi's looking good today. Okay, you guys, we're gonna check out Mimi. Hopefully be quite quiet because we don't want to disturb her. Rhinos can actually raise their tail and spray back around. It is a pointed upper lip. Rhinos have excellent hearing. Ears are like satellite discs up there. Great sense of smell. Their nasal passage is bigger than their head. The core way out to the left, that is a tree kangaroo. And there is another koala in this tree as well, or under the umbrella, I should say, on the floor. And eucalyptus is the only fruit they eat. We grow a lot of that. You'll see a lot of trees around.
the words on our shells mean, I wonder. This one's 25. The other's 5. Hey, how did they catch so many turtles? But, I mean, turtles, they're easy to catch.
That you might hear and our researchers need to record. This is no ordinary exhibit. These enclosures were designed to help the pandas feel as though they're in the wild. So sometimes you might not get the best look at a panda. Right now our male panda Doug's checking for treats. The keepers hide treats all over the exhibit and he has to look around for them. So what's a panda treat, you ask? Well, they're very fond of the leaf eater biscuits. This is a special nutrition. Over the past few years, we have settled this debate. We now know that giant pandas are most closely related to bears. And the red panda is more closely related to raccoon, chimpanzee, and also just up the hill here, if you take the speed ramp up to Gorilla Tropics on DNA to give us this information. To each other, inbreeding is more likely to occur. Parents who are too close to information can even help scientists more accurately track pandas moving into the area. So how does the scientists using pandas? Blood samples can provide them with information, but during blood can make a panda nervous, just like it might make you nervous.
Great hornbills. These are the great hornbills. Ah, no, has super big, giant feet. And
Oh, look at the size of the feet on that guy.
then there's another little one.
So he must walk on mud a lot, huh?
Yeah, probably. So he doesn't sink in.
Anything else?
Hey, it's my hat.
Oh wow, look at it. Oh wow.
Too bad I don't have a hat. Hi.
What did you think of those guys?
Did you notice the stuffed legs sticking out so it looks like she has sitting on the bird?
Yeah.
That's neat.
Bring your knees up to your chest. Whoa, there you go. Very nice. Very nice. Nice.
Then there's those guys hanging. That's fun.
It's like a barrel full of monkeys up there.
Yeah. And himself a barrel. Bird got in. Could they? Is there any fences or anything that way?
It's a drop off.
So they wouldn't want to go that way?
Right.
What if they come up from the drop off? Let's get some more of them.
That you can watch. Baby panda now is, I was trying to think of, it's larger than a stick of butter. When they're born, it's about the size of a stick of butter. I would say it's almost as long as a Barbie doll. So it's pretty little. It has a long tail, surprisingly, for the size of it. And its little head is just mostly mouth. Its main activities are nursing and walking. It's interesting. You'd expect a little tiny squeak from this 4-ounce baby. No. And we have 2 pandas on exhibit. In the upper exhibit is Gao Gao, our male giant panda. And in the lower area there, the lower viewing area, is Wame. Wame was born here in San Diego. She was the first panda cub born in the United States that survived for more than 4 days. And she's now a thriving
You have anything to say to the folks at home? All right. We just got here It's a Silver Strip or something state park on Coronado Island. We rented a chair, but we're gonna go swimming here pretty quick. He looks like he's way out there, but he can actually stand up out there. Let's see if we can get a shot here now. He's trying some body surfing. I'm doing pretty good at times. I'm gonna try the eyepiece. See if I can see him better. There he is. It does work a little bit better through the eyepiece. There he's waving. He sees me. I know if I back off, it looks like we're a long ways from shore. But he's, like I say, he can stand. He can stand up and he's having a ball. There's lifeguards everywhere. And you can buy a banana split here, so we might do that later. We're talking about renting a boogie board. He's waiting for that perfect wave. There he goes. Oh, not too bad. Looks like he's coming in. It's gonna be a long walk though. Oh, he's running. Probably has something to say to the camera.
Hi.
Hello.
You know what happened with that last big one?
Yeah?
When it hit me, my legs, they went over my head and I did a flip.
Yeah, that
It's
water
like-
can be pretty powerful.
It's like, ugh. Only they actually went over my head.
Ah!
They bent more than they're supposed to.
All right.
Okay,
You gonna come in for a while? Or you gonna go back out there?
I think we should rent a boogie board.
All right.
Bye, camera.
And Eric's out there with his boogie board somewhere. Is that him right there? All right.
Hi.
Hi. Go out and show us how it's done.
Didn't I just do that?
That's pretty good, but see if we can get another big one. folks at home?
Nope.
Are you having a good time?
Yep.
All right.
Bye.
You want to go get a banana split or something?
Sure.
All right. Here we are at Imperial Beach, watching some surfers from the pier. I get some short rides. And there's the pier. Earlier we were swimming up beach up that way. There's Eric in his new hat and his new glasses. The sun was giving him some problems, but he's looking pretty California cool now. Well, we're in Coronado, checking out the beach, and it's a real nice beach. The sand is really fine. There's the hotels. There's Mr. Noodle.
Hi.
He's just kind of taking a little break, and there's the world famous Hotel Coronado. Very fancy, and it would have been fun to go. Got a little band out on the beach here today. They sound real nice. Preparing for some dinner there. Very nice. Kind of neat to think that Marilyn Monroe was here. Maybe she sat right there. I guess this breakwater was built a long time ago to create what is called the children's pool. So the little kids could come out here and the waves wouldn't push them around too much. But then the seals kind of took it over. And we see one out there now. Well, he's kind of vanished under the water. But I guess they're all around here. Here's the children's pool from another angle. You really can't see too many seals, so. Whoa, there he is. This won't work. Go back around. talking about shrine. And there's La Jolla Cove. But most importantly, of course, is the La Jolla Cove Duplicate Bridge Club, which is they're playing in there right now, watching the ocean. Pretty nice. You might want to come out here, Grandma Susie. Say hi to Grandma Susie.
Hi.
This is La Jolla Cove, and a good portion of it is an ecological park, as you can do a little snorkeling or scubaing. Unfortunately, we've learned you got to be 13 to snorkel and 14 to scuba. And the water is pretty cold too. But you can be 12 for the sea kayaks. So we are discussing that. But it looks kind of boring just sitting out there in a boat. So we don't know. We're just not sure. Well, we're up at Balboa Park, which has got about 1 million museums. We'll get some nice video here. The world famous San Diego Botanical Gardens. It's just a wood lath structure. I think we're gonna check it out. August 27th, and Mars is as close to the Earth as it will ever be, and all the Mars nuts have showed up near Balboa Park. We got some TV going over here, and later tonight the Astrological Society is going to be letting people look through their microscopes. Telescopes.
Hi.
In the meantime,
We'll be looking around Balboa Park.
we'll be looking around Balboa Park.
That's a repeat.
That's a repeat.
You're copying me. The
I
only
think
film
we'll
of,
check out the Museum of Natural History now.
the only film of you is in the mirror at the very beginning.
Yeah. This tape is just about done.
Aw.
for Mars. Well, we still got all these nerds waiting for Mars to come out. TV's here. Down there, the lights are on in Balboa Park. They're turned off up here. Mars will be up there somewhere. Well, Eric and I decided to bail on the Mars party. They turned on so many lights, I don't think you'll be able to see much anyway. And we're going to take a look at Balboa Park here at night. It should be pretty.
But this is what you can expect to see. Animals out in huge natural field habitats. We're gonna look down, just hold on to those railings. You can see our male lion sleeping in there in the shade. You can see his big dark mane. So big green cottonwood tree in the center of the enclosure on your left. Male lion snoozing down there. Now these are the largest of the zebras. The males can weigh about 700 to 800 pounds. Really solid. You can see the stripe patterns on their body are kind of different than you probably thought of with zebras before. You've probably seen plain zebras that have the really bold black and white stripes, very wide. These have really narrow stripes. So from a distance, it's very difficult to tell that these are zebras. They look more like a donkey or a horse. And if you want to have a once-in-a-lifetime, very memorable experience for your family, you can take one of those tours out into the field and get up close and personal with the animals. You can feed giraffes and take pictures of your family with them. And get a chance to meet some Indian rhinos. Possibly get a chance to, and like I said, they're going to have a chance to approach an Indian rhino and see if they'd like to come and feed from the truck. They don't charge our trucks, they're very used to us. So despite the reputation of a 16 to 18 month pregnancy, would you want to give birth to a baby with a horn? I don't think so. He's a cutie, isn't he? He goes everywhere Mom goes. These animals are absolutely necessary. Now the wildebeest that you're seeing with the rhinos, Africa's most prevalent hoofed animal, and you probably watch Discovery Channel quite a bit if you're an animal lover, and seeing these animals getting eaten a lot, and also doing a lot of walking. They do a great migration across Africa every year. They walk about 1,000 miles throughout the year from Tanzania to Kenya in order to be able to follow the rainstorms and find enough food and water for the herd to survive. Because there are about 1.5 million wildebeest on the Serengeti. There are 2 blue cranes walking up the hill. They're a pair of birds that bond for life. And you'll see some more giraffes standing under those palms. Jamocha and Shaba. Jamocha was born August 1st and Shaba on July 13th. And their father, Imba, the dominant male of the group, has had 3 babies so far here at the park. He came from the Winston, Oregon Safari Park a couple of years ago and has been a great breeding male for us. Very difficult. They can run straight up the side of this cliff in about 20 seconds or less. They've got hooves that have perfect traction, hard and rich on the outside and spongy in the middle. Now we'll continue on here looking for some reticulated giraffes down in our South Africa habitat. This is called clubbing or necking. Now with a 6-foot-long neck and a 50-pound head, 600 pounds of force coming your way could do some damage, right? So they really anchor themselves. These are very heavy animals. Ivan is about 2,700 pounds. He's a lot bigger than Kenya and a lot older. Ivan is 14, Kenya is 4, but he's letting Kenya know who's boss. Kenya's testing Ivan's authority a bit right now. This is definitely not something you get to see every day on our tour, so this is really, really interesting. Now, the head of the giraffe has 2 very large ossicones or horns. Those start out as babies, soft and spongy cartilage, then they stand up and harden. On Ivan, who's 14 years old, those ossicones have become calcified, ossified bone. So they're very hard weapons on his head. So getting clubbed in the head with those could be very painful and could leave scars. Now there's a flotilla of pelicans over here. And these are African pelicans that belong to us. So they can't leave the park like this great blue heron flying off and squawking. Now bonobos, there's only about 5,000 left in the world today. So again, one of the few places where you could actually see, chick fight. So probably what was happening, thanks for being quiet everybody, we really appreciate that. Probably what was happening there is one of the younger chimps kind of overstepped his bounds, upset the older male, who just let him know that he's more dominant. You can see the baby chimpanzee, baby bonobo, over here under the palm tree playing with a piece of palm frond, just behind his mom. And he's almost 2 years old now. So we've had a lot of success with this rare chimpanzee here at the park.
Just get your fingers like this. You don't have to hold it like a horse. They're not going to bite you. And then they'll just come down with their tongue and just take that biscuit right out of your hand. Now, real quickly, let's give everyone the opportunity to feed. And then if she's still here, then we'll take some organized photos. But we want to make sure everyone gets a chance to feed. So go ahead, grab a couple biscuits.
They can't get your pictures.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got it?
No.
Whoops, sorry.
She's allergic to them all at once. Benu, your head's right in my way.
What did you think of that?
That's fun.
Now, once you've fed your biscuits, if you can back up just a bit, we'll let some other folks in there.
Takes a while to swallow.
Giraffes get distracted easy, and it takes them a while to come back to reality. They have amazing eyes. Look at their eyes. They can see for miles.
Look at the camera.
Everyone else has 7. That's good. We'll try and get Kazi. Here he comes. You guys can feed Kazi. Now, he's got a total different personality, you'll notice. Make sure to keep him outside the truck. Reinforce him outside rather than inside the truck. Where's he going?
Oh my. Hey.
What was that all about, Kazi? He was on a mission.
Is that the mom? Is it the baby?
That's one of the moms, yeah. That was weird. I got stood up. Come on, Emba.
This guy here has folds in his
Now, he's been a little grabby lately, so if you guys start feeling like his teeth, he wouldn't actually bite you and hurt you, but if you feel the teeth, just let me know and we'll just find a different giraffe. Good boy, Emba.
Oh, because the bigger guy.
Good boy.
Oh, you got one.
Come on the other side.
Now, that's actually to prevent sun. Yeah, all giraffes have almost a purple tongue on the tips. Because I guess that's what gets the most sun.
Sure, that's, you know what, can you wait till after we're done with the giraffes? They get startled.
Hold it out there.
Excuse me.
We got a lot to get rid of, so.
All right, he's doing a good job. Isn't he amazing?
He's busy chewing.
Yeah.
I have uno más. Oh, thank you.
You never know if they walk up to the truck or not, but we're going to hopefully feed rhinos on the second half.
What if I go be smelling like giraffe? The cat's with me.
No. I don't think my pets notice for some reason.
Oh, he didn't even stick his tongue out for that one.
No, they like to herd, but the interesting thing is, because they can see for miles, they're comfortable herding even if they're like a mile away. They consider themselves a herd.
Cookie?
They're very clean looking animals.
Yeah, his,
Yeah, the giraffes are a little spoiled. They sort of go to them.
the other one's not as much.
Softer. You have only 4 more.
Put it in your right arm, right hand, and kind of face the camera. There we go. Look at me. Good job.
Is female giraffe attractive? Is giraffe cologne?
This is female giraffe. Checking them out.
They'll just spit it out.
Well,
Look at Ryan. Ryan.
Oh, he actually ate
that's why they call him choo-choo. Because he chews and doesn't swallow.
Yeah, right. Sort of like raisins. You don't eat one raisin at a time. You sort of chew them all up together
Yes.
once you get a mouthful.
It's
You don't like that one.
Did you get enough for the giraffe?
Some big nostrils.
That's so gross.
So the height of a giraffe in feet corresponds to the length of the tongue in inches. So Emba here is probably 17 feet tall, has a 17-inch long tongue.
Really? How many total giraffes here?
I haven't counted lately. I think there's like 12.
What a barcode.
But we have more on the other side too. Yeah. They come and go a lot. We
Come on, choo-choo.
once they get to a certain age, we ship them to other zoos.
Are they different species, the ones that you have in the other?
They are a different kind, right? Those are called reticulated. These are called So mom and baby rhino for you. Our youngest baby named Omari. Omari was born in the end of November of last year. That's nice. Look at that. Too cute. Okay, so looking at mom there, do you think she's a black or white rhino?
White.
White with lead.
Sure.
A white
They're the
rhino
same
in
color.
camouflage.
You're right. You are right. They are the same color. Right now, she's sort of a black rhino. Now, the story goes, black rhinos are rolling in volcanic ash and mud, and it gave them their black coloration temporarily, just like what you see here. Now, if you look at the baby's not muddy and still not white. It's not that the baby's dirty. Their skin is gray. So, what's the idea behind the white rhino? Well, the word white is a mistranslation of a Dutch word that means wide, not white. But the Europeans came to Africa and kept hearing this word pronounced vite. Vite rhino, what's that? It's a vite rhino. And they said, oh, W-H-I-T-E, and forever that was their name. But it really meant wide, referring to the lip. If you look at the mom's lip there, it's wide like a lawnmower or a vacuum cleaner. And they use that only to eat off the ground. This is a lawn mowing rhino. Their head weighs 800 pounds, and the tendon right above the head only can hold it about where she's got it. They're horizontal. And that's incidentally why they can't lift it high enough for us to reach them with apples from the truck. We don't feed the lawn mowing rhinos. We only feed the tree trimming rhinos, which are Indian rhinos, and we'll see those later on. So these are things that we've learned over the years through our rhino research. So through both of those situations that I just mentioned that helped out the white rhino, they went from an endangered, nearly extinct animal to now graduated from the endangered species list. They're on the threatened list. And so from, let's see, in 1920 there were 50, and now there's over 12,000. So you can see who wins. The one who bows out is generally the winner. The strongest guy will generally win too, but again, remember, it's really the females that are watching the males to determine who wins. And at the moment, there's not even any females around to watch, so I guess it really wouldn't matter.
They're just practicing.
They're just practicing, yeah. These are the two most evenly matched Nile Lechwe males that we have. What's funny to me is to the left of these fighting males is another Nile Lechwe, just crazy. This is a male, and he's a young male. The way you can tell is he's not fully black and white. Babies are born tan for camouflage, but if they're male and they reach maturity, then they turn this dark coloration. A black and white coloration like this is meant to stand out to predators instead of camouflage. So the females think that they're really extra stuffy because they can stand up to the predators and still survive. So that's what they call a fitness indicator, is the coloration of them. It's called dichromism, and you'll find it a lot in the animal kingdom. Males are brightly colored and the females are more bland colored. So the males are generally more beautiful in everything but people. Glad we got that straight. Rarely do these fights result in injury or fatality. If it gets too down and dirty, then we'll usually come out pretty good, just so we can spare our veterinarians the trouble. Just get a truck between them there. Just grab a truck right between them. I've seen them drive between fighting rhinos. They don't have to, to my knowledge. It's a 2-year course, it's a program. You have to get accepted. And it's an intensive training. You take care of their instruments. Yes, now we're heading into India. And look ahead of us, we have Indian rhinos, which I found most people have never even heard of before. They do look very different than African rhinos. First of all, can you tell from here how many horns are on them? One horn instead of 2. Oh, really? There you go. So let's see.
There you go.
So about 8 months old. They're born weighing 150 pounds, and then they gain 100 pounds a month in their first year. So it's probably close to 750 pounds.
Well, now you're
Well, now remember, the baby wanders off. The baby wanders off, and then the mom assumes we took it. And then she gets really mad, and she's chased us through the exhibit. Now, if she did ever do that, just so you guys know, she doesn't actually hit the truck. It's just sort of a more exciting tour. Yeah, let's put it that way. So it's open mouth, insert apple, pat on nose. If you can touch her, you're welcome.
Eric, slow down so I can get this on film. And don't forget to pet him.
Hey, Kim.
Alright.
Yeah, we actually filed them down. His tusks were getting so long
Sorry.
they were interfering with his eating.
Say,
Yeah, so we did a little dentistry on him.
What do you do there? Do you have to transplant them?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah.
and they'll follow this
Can you do that
job.
Yeah, can you grab it?
gotta be really quiet. These beasts are pretty shy. Let's see if we can spot one of them here. They hang out in these logs. They're pretty rare. And very shy. There's one now. Oh, jeez. Oh well. At least we got a picture of it. That pink guy's a spoonbill, right? What kind of spoonbill is he?
Hi, we're at the bird show, which starts at 4 o'clock. And we just went through the hidden jungle and saw lots of bugs and butterflies and stuff. And before that, we were, I can't remember what we did before that.
Can you say hello?
Hello.
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 They both do animal impressions. Here's a couple from the farm. Can you do a chicken? And you can also do a little pig.
Lolita does more of your domestic animals. Can you bark? Bark, bark, bark. Okay, sound of a kitty cat.
No. No.
Good girl.
No.
Can you say hi? Can you say that a little bit softer? Ah.
Come on out, Yo-Yo, can you find that money? Oh my God. Not a girl, now pick it up. Bring it all in here. And can you put it in my pocket? Yo-Yo can also talk. You say, how are you? I'm fine. Take that money up to our very nice volunteer. Set it in her hand and come on back. There you go, Yo-Yo.
Egyptian vultures have figured out a way to get inside. So Tuba's going to demonstrate what happens in the wild in Africa. First off, an Egyptian vulture will find an ostrich egg. An Egyptian vulture will find an ostrich egg. There's one right there. Once they've done that, they'll go off and locate a good-sized rock. They'll bring the rock back to the egg, sometimes actually flying with it for a pretty substantial distance. And once they get back to the egg with the stone, what they'll do is they'll start picking the rock up in their beak and throwing it down on top of the egg to try to smash it open. Now, even though this happens in the wild, this wasn't really publicized a whole lot until about 1966. Good job, buddy. You kind of missed it. He got it on the backside there. Let me show you. This wasn't really documented a whole lot till about 1966 by a photo essay that appeared in National Geographic. Between 4 and up to about 12,000 feet. These Cinereus vultures are one of the few vultures in the world that have extra feathering up here on top of the head. Also, a lot of extra feathers around the neck and down the leg.
He will race all the way over here to me, which is the behavior we wanted him to do. Once he reaches me, I'm going to reward him for this behavior with his favorite treat, which are these rat-type pellets. Once I've rewarded him, I'm going to administer a secret emu hand signal taught to us by the Aborigines of Australia, which will send Max racing back across the stage over there to Ken. Max sees the signal, And he spins around and he races back across the sea over there to Kent. Now the African crowned eagle is currently not on the endangered species list, but their habitat is being destroyed at an alarming rate.
Puppy, look how close this is. Yeah, we need to get a picture. Come on, hurry up. That looks like it should be on one of those magazines, huh?
Joanna. Joanna.
He doesn't seem too happy.
Like he's gonna move.
Vultures. They'll just like come at you and just peck you.
Is there only two in this whole enclosure?
Yeah, remember she said that these two got too used to humans and they were going in people's houses and stuff. And so they had to bring them back. And they keep them here and put them on display. It's two females.
Is that on purpose or
What is what on purpose?
why there's two females? Or
No, it's just the way it worked out.
What if there were a male and a female? Would they have more condors in here? Or what?
They might lay eggs, but then I think they would take the eggs away and hand raise them.
Take a digital picture.
the new African elephants, currently in quarantine.
One in there. There's the African elephant.
Yummy.
Inside the cage over there. I want to keep one tiger on at a time. Tigers are south.
We're ready, Tim.
Bye, Mom.
I see it. I'm in that bush. Watch it, John. He's taking a picture.
So far, so good.
Yeah, I think I see him pretty good.
He's got the big tongue hanging out.
Did he lay down? No. Now he's coming back down to the pool. Stop. No, he's coming down there.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
That ought to show up good on your film.
Yeah, it's working real nice. He's hungry. It's a good thing he doesn't know we're up here.
Can't jump over that fence.
He's a young one, I think, because his paws are like oversized. He's still got to grow into them. And he's got heartburn or something. Yeah. See him down there? See him down there? There we go. Oh, there's somebody else growling. That wasn't him that time.
Tiger inside the building. We got 2 tigers here. Tigers. Only have one on exhibit at a time.
The battery's low. I'm gonna have to do a battery change here any minute.
Tigers are a long ways
Uh-oh. Might be a good time to change my batteries.
Fixing to pee.
Airlines is proud to be the preferred airline for SeaWorld San Diego and SeaWorld San Antonio. We will be rising at 150 feet per minute, stopping at 265 feet above the ground. At that point, you will have a panoramic view of SeaWorld and beautiful San Diego. On a hill just to the left of the valley is the University of San Diego with its splendid blue dome chapel. And directly across is the White Tower of the Sarah Museum. On the bay, you can see everything from sailboats to giant Navy ships. You can see Lindbergh International Airport, where you'll find Southwest Airlines. Off in the distance are Tijuana and Baja, California, in celebration of the long-standing partnership between SeaWorld and Southwest Airlines. They've commissioned Shamu 1 and 2, two giant Boeing 737 jets.
Oh, it was over the water.
Thank you. Nice smile.
In these waters, herring are found in vast numbers. They travel in huge schools consisting of thousands of fish.
Look at that. You get a chance to meet Shamu. Shamu's over here right now. So we're going to have you start off with us building a relationship with Shamu. What do you say? We have you go ahead and meet Shamu. Whoa. You were ready to hop right in the water, weren't you? Are you going to take that fish? Just go ahead and drop it in. Keep spinning around in a circle. Keep spinning. Let's see what happens. Jonathan, look it out. You're dancing with a killer whale. All right,
so he's facing you and then slip it in his little mouth. Splash that bird. There you go.
Yeah, bird.
Here comes couple. Okay. Oh!
Good dolphin. He scared the bird away.
Don't eat that. Here comes one.
There you go. Did you get it?
No, this is where I'm going to be able to get the best.
How about together?
Pen in
I'm all
between.
out of it.
You touch it?
Give him another one, or are you out?
I'm out.
You want to get
Did
some
you
more?
get to touch it? That's okay.
Tell me what you think about that experience. It's the story of a boy and his cotton candy.
It's a very long story.
That's because it's a lot of cotton candy. There's probably at least a teaspoon of sugar in there.
There's probably at least it's bigger than my head.
It is bigger than your head. And just as fluffy.
Very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to beautiful Discovery Cove. Once again, my name's Art, and it is my privilege today to introduce you to our family of whales and dolphins. Now, swimming along the glass is a brand new mother with her calf that's only 12 weeks old. Her name is Purina, and her calf's name is Charlie. Nice wave hello. In the center of the pool, this is Misty. And last but not least, the dolphin, you all came to see the star of our show. Get your hands together for Dolly the Dolphin. In the center of the pool, please welcome Shadow. Time out the glass, our whale and dolphin stars. To do is take your fingers just like this, look at Shadow, and shake your hands up and down, and she'll sing you a nice song. Very nice, Shadow. And we're gonna ask for one last behavior. Take your right hand, put it over your left shoulder, and swing it down past your hips. Just like that. You know what you have to do? Put her head down, put her powerful 10 looks up. I'm out here. You're gonna get a nice wave goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, that's John and his new friend, Shadow.
Right now, the trainers want to share their favorite part of the day. And what's that?
Splash time!
Right, splash time. Okay, gang, go for it.
Yeah, let's hear it for the soak zone. Diving down for speed momentum. This is Ryan Flying Duncan.
Today's your lucky day, buddy, because you're going to meet a dolphin just like a SeaWorld trainer. How does that sound? Good? All right. Do me a favor. For starters, we're going to have you take a step forward to the end of the 27-foot deep pool. Right there, Chase. Put your hands above your head. Now, on the count of 3, Chase, jump into the water. Dolly's going to come by out of the back pool and scoop you up on her back and take you, Chase, on the coolest ride. It goes all the way around the glass at 20 miles an hour. She's going to zoom around the corner, come back, and drop you off to be safe and sound, okay? All you have to do is smile and wave at the audience. Sound good? Okay, he's ready. On the count of 3. 1. I'm just kidding, Chase. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. It's okay. You're going to meet Dolly the dry way, okay? You're not going to go on the ride. Look, that's why we have these boots on you. We're going to bring Dolly over here and you get to rub her on your back, okay? But you thought about it, so you're very brave.
I would have done that.
Here, look. Here's Dolly. Because you were being such a great sport, we're going to let you rub her right on her back. You can just rub her on with your hand. Go ahead and rub her some more. She likes that. What do you think she feels like, Chase? She sort of does feel like a hot dog. Chase, you're very funny. Do you want to play your favorite game? It's called Splash Me in the Face, okay? Take a step back. Backwards. There you go. Chase, put your hands together like this. Scoop up some water and splash it till there's a winner. Go. 1 for you, 1 for Dolly. Get her back, Chase! Get her, Chase! Chase! Who do you think won that game? I think you did, because you're an excellent sport. Take this, toss it into her mouth. You know what she really likes, Chase? If you squeeze it till the guts pop out. Toss it. There you go. Here you go. 1 for each hand. Squeeze and toss. Chase, yeah. Hands. Oh, fishy, huh? You know how we get rid of that? Just wipe it off on your shirt. It'll come off. Hey, that should bring you in. Hang on tight.
Alright, hey, get off the dolphin, lady. Come on, we're just gonna leave it up to these amazing animals.
Alright, let's get those hands clapping along. Everybody, clap along.
I'm setting high above our show pool. In just one moment, our highest jumping dolphin, Dolly, will be on her way to touch this flag. She'll be making a small jump in the corner of the pool, and that's your cue to cheer her on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our highest jumping dolphin, Dolly.
SeaWorld, Fujifilm USA, and all of us here at Discovery Cove. Thanks for joining us and have a great rest of your day.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and the safety of others, please use the aisleways and the stairs to exit. Please do not step.
Dynamic duo of home repair, Clyde and Steve.
and gentlemen, and welcome to another helpful and fun-filled episode of Fools with Tools. My name is Ace, and this is the star of our show. Say hello to Seymour.
Here's Clark!
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Deuce Kincaid. I'm the agent and manager to the incredibly talented and true star of Fools with Tools. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my Clyde Clyde!
Everybody here just got the real star of the show, Seymour. Yep, that's right. In fact, I was on the phone with the big guy. He's the owner of Fools with Tools. He said there's going to be one star on the show. Very funny. And that star is Seymour. You are in so much trouble, I'm going to go tell. All right, buddy. Here's the ball bearing. Take it away. All right, you are balancing that ball bearing on his nose. Taking it up and over the yardstick.
Superstar that you are. Okay, Clark, come on, don't sleep in, let's get going. Alright, here we go. He's got that button on his nose. He's doing the leg to the studio. And more importantly, he's gonna go up. Superstar goes better than Seymour.
You know what, folks? When Clyde and I have a rough day of full repair, we like to kick back and relax with an ice-cold Pepsi ride. Just enjoy the ride. Don't need a reason why. Everything's alright. Thanks, Sophie. Clyde, look at that. Oh, we got a brought some Pepsi. What do you say?
Well, we're gonna be more comedy. You're gonna have so many autographs, you're gonna have to pay. Clyde, that's the little rat that's got the contract. Come on, we got him cornered. Why don't you take a look? Well? You think you see him down there, Don? Well, okay, then just take a closer look. On the chest, very gently, of course, right about here. The other hand. No hands. You have anything else there?
You're ready. Why did you bring me all the way up here? I didn't see an otter. Now we have to go all the way. Whoa! Why? You pushed me!
show at 6 o'clock. What'd you think of that?
Wet.
Whoa. Want to go again? Really? Because the line's real short. You just slip under that rope and get back in. People are doing it.
Yeah, but I don't.
Okay.
Too wet.
Too wet? Let's see. Watch them steps. They're slippery. But here, spin around. Well, come over here. Spin around so everybody can see how wet you are.
And we are officially a boat.
Tell us what just happened.
We drove into the water.
Now that we're in the water, feel free to stand up and move around. They're usually more concerned with. You probably noticed all the California brown pelicans also hanging out on top of their fence here. I think they're hoping to get a little free fish. The ride that you see on our left going on the cables is the Bayside Sky Ride.
We did use the bin.
Okay, find a good seat. We're turning back into a land vehicle. Familiar with that ship? It's pronounced S-H-O-U-P. Now there's one really easy way to tell the seals from the sea lions. That's by looking at their ears. Sea lions have external ears that you can see, like these two have, whereas seals have holes there where their ears are. The boat is 355 feet long. They tow it out to the deep sea. They open one chamber of it and it flips. It goes from a horizontal position to a vertical position and it bobs around in the deep sea like this. Now they have more stability for conducting their research in deep waters from this position. Now
I don't know what he's doing. Looks like he's... Ah! And there's construction on the lighthouse, so we don't get to go in it today. The tidal pools down there, we're going to check them out later.
Drop it like that. We're in action. He drops it, he winds it up, cocks it, pulls this off. I take the one with the crossbow, every time it's fired, gravity takes it right off. That's one of the biggest questions I get out here is it a you bought something? Bust it, yes. I'm gonna take my foot off. That's all. If I would hit something else.
That's what my father said. That's what my father said when I tried to down to protect my daughter. That's the only time I have it.
Your girlfriend.
Come on, let's go here. What you guys shut up. Yeah, you want to go see Gus? No, Gus? Where?
He's got to jump off the cliff. going.
Just gonna turn around and come back. How far is he gonna go?
I just fly up and down the coast all day now.
Oh, really?
There goes that guy. No, he's not getting off the ground. Oh no! There. It's the cliffs and the wind lifts him up. And he puts his feet up and off he goes. He gets the edge of the cliff, the updraft will take him. It'd be kind of scary if you weren't floating by then. It's still kind of tangled.
This is safer than that.
There we go. He's untangled
if you
now.
fall, you've got a parachute.
Oh, I never just saw that guy take off. The lightning bolt.
This
guy's got to wait for him to.
If you fall, you've got a parachute.
Yep.
You can't do a nose.
There he goes. He just runs for it. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh, look at him take off.
Fallbrook, Temecula, San Fernando. All of these regions belong to Siemens. 5 ranches. Each of those ranches have approximately 31,000.
Jump